Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today for another live heat printing event. We're talking about the toast to transfers, and this edition, we're going back to school. As you all know, it's coming up on August, which means stores are pumping the back to school, and it's your opportunity to get out there and sell your custom apparel as well. So I am Stephanie. I'm here with my wonderful team from Transfer Express. I've got Dave over here.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
I've got Heather behind the camera. And I've got Mike behind the scenes too, and he's back there answering all of the questions that you guys have in the chat. So if you haven't found it already, the chat is available to you to use to ask questions, to chat with one another. We're about to have some fun with our heat press. And yeah, so use that chat. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and use it. I already see a ton of people rolling in already. I've got Christina from South Carolina. I see Earl from Chicago. I see Lee from Portland, Oregon. I even saw somebody in there up in Canada. And thank you for joining us from Bristol. Oh my gosh, everywhere. Georgia from Colorado. Thank you guys for joining us today. So yes, we already see a ton of people in. We're going to give it a minute and let everybody jump in and join. But we have a lot of fun things in store for us today. Most of you have received your Toast to Transfers pressing kit. You all had that opportunity to pre-order your kit and have it delivered to you so that you can press along with me. So I hope that you guys all have your heat press warmed up and started. I have my Hotronix AutoClam 16 by 20 already warmed up for me and ready to go. In your kit, I gave you a little instruction sheet. All right, we'll open up the kit here in a second, but I wanted to just make sure that everybody has, if you are pressing along with me today, you go ahead and set your heat press. We're going to start at 290 degrees Fahrenheit. So make sure you're at 290 degrees. If you do not have a Hotronix machine like I do here, you can go ahead and bump up that temperature by 10 degrees. So you're going to want to set it then at 300 if you don't have a Hotronix machine. Okay, so we're going to make sure all of our heat presses are set up and warmed up and ready to go so you can follow along. Let's take a look for everybody that got their Toast to Transfers kit. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the contents and see what we are going to be learning and decorating today. All right, so we're going to go ahead and open it up. So for back to school, there's so many different opportunities that you guys have for decorating for back to school. The different clubs, the different organizations, the sports, the spirit wear, all across the board. There are tons of opportunities for you as a decorator. So we wanted to give you some practice. So we have some items in our kit that maybe you haven't tried to decorate on your heat press before. Maybe it's something a little scary that you're not sure how to decorate it with your heat press. We wanted to give you an opportunity to learn how to with these items. So I do have this backpack here. We also have a long sleeve t-shirt. So you guys will learn how to decorate a long sleeve t-shirt with a long sleeve print. And then we are also going to decorate a pencil pouch. Okay. And then in your kit, you will also have a couple of tools that we're going to use to help us heat printing. We have a mouse pad here. I'll show you guys how to use that in a little bit. And I have a application ruler to help you guys with placement. And then last but not least, we have our heat transfers. So we're going to take a look at these heat transfers here in a second. We're going to open up the bag, and you guys have a few different types of transfers that we're going to be working with today. All right. And last but not least, I hope that you guys are just hanging out and relaxing and going to have some fun with me. I do have my drink with me, my beverage ready to go. I hope that you guys are going to give a toast to transfers along with me when we get started rolling and getting heat printing. So I'm going to check the chat here for a second before I get into the types of heat transfers that came in your pack. Okay. All righty. How many seconds? We're going to be rolling for a few seconds of pre-press, so like 4 seconds of pre-press and 15-second press time. Okay. All right. Still heating up, Bobby says. So yeah, we'll give you a minute so that you can make sure that your heat press is warmed up. Okay. Thank you guys all for joining me. Oh, awesome. Penny from Hawaii. Thank you. Francis from Las Vegas. Thank you guys for joining me. Oh, all over. Oh, this is awesome. Okay. Thank you guys. All right. So now the transfers in your kit. You have your instruction sheet in there. Okay. With the temperature. This instruction sheet also tells you the type of heat transfers that we're going to be pressing, along with the application instructions for each of them. Now, we're going to print 2 of them using the UltraColor Pro digital transfers from Transfer Express. These are a brand new full color transfer that you guys will be able to go ahead and give it a try this time around. And then we also have our forever popular bestseller Goof Proof in there for you all to try. So majority of our orders and a majority of your decorating needs, we use a lot of Goof Proof. It's the easiest to apply. So we gave you guys a sample of the Goof Proof in there, as well as the newest UltraColor Pro. All of the information for how to apply those is right there on that instruction sheet, as well as all of the information for the designs that we are using in for all of these transfers. They're really nice designs. We had the help of our team to put together some really fun back to school designs, and the details for how to decorate them using the layouts and the clip arts that we have available for you in the EasyView online designer over at our website on transferexpress.com. All of the designs here have the details underneath them with which layout we used, which clip art we switched it out with, you know, just in case you guys love these designs and want to go and customize them on your own. You can do that in the EasyView online designer. You guys can even go in there, make changes to it, use your own colors if you want to, of the ink color choices that are available. You guys can use those designs in EasyView to use. Now, we also have these designs loaded in there already. Maybe we can show you that in a little bit, but we do have these designs available for you. When it's all said and done, if you do want to go and order the sheet of transfers for yourself, it's loaded in EasyView for you already. So, yeah, so that's your little instruction sheet. It's always great to refer back to. The first transfer that we're going to be working with today is that new UltraColor Pro, the digital screen printed heat transfer, brand new to Transfer Express. We have a line of full color heat transfers called UltraColor. It's a whole line of transfers from the UltraColor Max, that's a direct to film heat transfer, UltraColor Soft, and this is the new UltraColor Pro. Now, the great thing about UltraColor Pro is that it is available for you on a sheet. So the UltraColor Pro comes on an 11.5 by 18 inch gang sheet. And you can fill up the sheet with as many designs as will fit on your sheet with as many different colors as you want because it's a full color transfer. So the UltraColor Pro, we wanted to give you guys a sample of that today to go ahead and give it a try. Okay. So let's see. I think we can, is everybody's heat press good, ready to go and everything? Okay. The second transfer that you have in there, now this is the Goof Proof transfer. This is screen printed with a plastisol ink, And just like your traditional screen printing, it's printed with a plastisol ink, except we do it onto a release paper. So we're not printing it directly onto the shirt. We're putting it onto release paper so that you guys can have the transfer sheets to print at home with your heat press. Okay, so we have our transfer sheet, and then all you have to do is make sure that you have a handy pair of scissors and that you're able to cut these different transfers apart. So just make sure you grab a pair of scissors, because we will go ahead and get started. We're going to grab this UltraColor Pro sheet here. Okay. Now it's printed on a nice clear carrier so that you can see the design through the sheet. And I'm going to go ahead and let's see, we're going to start with the easier. Let's start easy here. And we're going to decorate this pencil pouch. Okay. An easy thing to decorate on your heat press. Okay. Now we do have to pay attention when we are decorating some of these different type of items, that we are paying attention to the different obstructions that might be involved with some of these things. So like this pencil pouch has this zipper. When you are heat printing, we want to make sure that we use caution when printing over the zipper. Some zippers are plastic and can melt under the high heat, and some zippers are perfect for heat printing and making sure that you are, not melting the zippers or anything like that. And then there's also ways to just make sure that the zipper is off of the heat press so that we aren't heat printing it and messing with our pressure. So we're going to go ahead and decorate this pencil pouch first. And then I have the UltraColor Pro transfers. Okay, move some of this stuff off to the side here. All righty. And I'm going to go ahead and the pencil pouch, in the picture, we have it decorated using this Get Your crayon. And this belongs to, and it has a little space on there, a little white square, a little white rectangle to be able to write a name. So that's always a fun thing that you can actually, in the camera, which camera? Cool. Okay. Can you guys see me? All right, great. So yeah, you guys can write a name and then personalize it for a student. So we have our UltraColor Pro. Okay. So now we've got our items. Let's head back to the heat press and get everything all set up before we heat print. Okay. I'm going to take a look at the chat just in case. All right, Beth Lynn, is there a difference between the UltraColor Max and the UltraColor Pro as far as how it feels after being printed? So yeah, there is a little bit of a difference. The UltraColor Max feels a little lighter than the UltraColor Pro. The UltraColor Max does not have a a clear outline, whereas the UltraColor Pro does. Very thin, clear outline. But as far as after it's being printed, the UltraColor Pro is slightly heavier than the UltraColor Max. Not too bad though, especially for that full color print. But yeah, it still has that nice soft feel to it. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit heavier than the Max. All right. All right. Anything else? Where did you get the pencil pouch? Dave, do you recall that exact, or not exact, but?
I'm going to see if I could go find it on the transferexpress.com. I know we got them all from transferexpress.com.
Yeah. So yeah, these are available then for you at Transfer Express Apparel, and they can you can order them then at the same time as your transfers. Okay, also in your pencil pouch, sometimes when you order bags, you have the little silicone little pouch there. You might want to remove that from the pouch and set that aside. You won't need to heat print over that. And it might cause the transfer to show, that little, if this was underneath the print, you might see that pop through. Questions? Oh, there we go. Perfect. All right. So over at transferexpress.com, we have the wholesale apparel. So Transfer Express customers, you have access to the wholesale apparel for whenever you're decorating. You can decorate using the create your design using Easy View, and then order your wholesale apparel, your blank apparel through there. One great thing about doing that is that you are able to, in the Easy View Online Designer, use any of those apparel options that we have at Transfer Express Apparel, and you can use that as a mock-up and see what your design looks like on the different apparel. Okay, all right, Anne, we have a question. Can you do UltraColor Pro in a custom design that I would download on your website, or does it have to be your stock designs? You can definitely do custom designs. In Easy View, there's a place that you can upload your own artwork and you can add that to the sheet. You can do as many different colors in the design as you want. You can upload multiple different designs of your custom designs as you want and add those to the sheet, but definitely for sure, you can upload your own custom artwork. Okay, great. All right. Thumbs up. I'm getting thumbs up. Okay. All right, great, great, great. All righty, so we've got our bag. We've got our heat press. Again, I have the Hotronix Auto Clam 16 by 20. I have it here on a nice caddy stand, and that's available for you to add like the Hotronix Auto Clam on top. It makes it easy to wheel around, to raise and lower, depending on whether you have someone shorter or taller heat printing. So I do have the caddy stand. I also have a quick slip cover. You don't need one of these on your heat press, but it does make things a little cleaner and things slide around on it a little nicer. So that's always helpful. Let's see. I have my pre-press time. I have my heat press set at 290 degrees. And then I'm going to put my first time to a 4-second pre-press and my second time to 15 seconds. Okay. So every time we press something, we always recommend pre-pressing your fabric to make sure that you're removing any moisture or wrinkles in the fabric. So with this pencil pouch here, my biggest obstruction is the zipper, but that's okay. We can simply just move the zipper right off of the heat press, if you can see that, just to make sure that it is off of the platen and we're not getting any heat. I have some thin seams here, but none that are going to cause a big problem when heat printing. If we did have some thicker seams, like we're going to be getting into with the book bag, we would definitely recommend using a mouse pad to raise up the print area. But you can definitely just, for this type of application with this thin seam, you can hang off the zipper off of the side so that we're not having it under the heat or causing a thicker obstruction there. So we want that even pressure all across the print area. Another thing I'm going to caution you on before you press down, make sure your fingers are out of the way. I have to remind you. So I just hold it there until I clamp down, and then I'm just going to pre-press for the 4 seconds. Okay. I'm going to tighten my pressure. I want to be between a 6 and an 8 on a Hotronix heat press. Okay. So then you grab your transfer. Grab your transfer. We're going to lay it down here, right on your bag, and place it where you need to. Okay. And again, you could use any of those designs. This is just the one that we're deciding to use as a demonstration, but any of those designs on that sheet you can use. And then we're going to lock down for 15 seconds. Okay. I'm just going to hold the bag so that when the heat press pops up, it doesn't go flying on the floor. But yeah, this one we're going to start with is the easiest application, I feel. Once that pops up, the UltraColor Pro, amazing. It's a hot peel. So as soon as the heat press pops up, peel off the transfer paper. You can zip it open. You might have a little bit of adhering on the inside. So open it up, zip it open, and then from there, you've got your nice little pencil pouch that you can just add your things to, and then you can even, okay, if you have your pencil pouch, hold on, let me take these out for a second. You can even then write with a little Sharpie. And you can write in a Sharpie. I don't know if you can see. Okay. And it will stay. It will not fall off. It will not fade off there. And you can write with your Sharpie the kid's name. Just so you know, for something like this of writing your name, you can do that with any of the transfer types, even Goof Proof, to have a little little box like that to write with a Sharpie. So this gives you an awesome little pencil pouch. Yeah, isn't that nice? So cute. So that's all ready for a back to school pouch. How'd you guys do? Came out great, Bobby said. Perfect. Awesome. All right. All right, the blanks yes, the blanks are available on our website. This pencil pouch is as well. Yes, Earl says nice, good. Okay, how'd everybody do? Yes, perfect. Yeah, this one's so easy. We're gonna get a little harder now. We're gonna get a little harder now, okay? But that's okay, we're gonna get through it. Let's decorate the backpack, okay? We're still gonna be working with UltraColor Pro. I'm going to take a little toast here first. We're still going to be working with UltraColor Pro. So you still have your little gang sheet here. You can choose any of these designs to work with. Okay. And there's a few different areas on this backpack that is available for you to decorate on your heat press. Today, though, you can decorate up here. You can decorate here. You can decorate down here. So there's a lot of different areas. Oh, sorry, guys. We're going to fix that for you. Okay. Better? Okay. All right. Yeah, so we can decorate a lot of these different areas. We're going to focus on this main area here that we can decorate, making it very easy with the flap on our heat press. And let's see. Where's my sheet? We are all, oh, there it is. Okay. We are also going to grab the mouse pad, okay? And we are going to get ourselves set up for heat printing around these seams and the straps and the zippers and all of that. So we're going to help you along the way. And we will make sure that we are getting around all of those obstructions and heat printing on a flat, even surface, okay? So you can do it on your flat heat press like you have, like I have here. And then all you need is that mouse pad. Now I'm going to, again, you guys can use whichever one of these designs that you want. Save the others for another application or a shirt. Maybe you know somebody going into one of these grades. Yes. Can make something nice for them too. Okay, so we have our learning is my superpower. I'm going to trim that little black square off and just trim a little bit closer to my design. I'm going to use this one. You guys for sure, like in the picture, I think we used the knowledge is my power. So you guys can use either one. I think we even saw somebody, maybe they're in the chat, maybe they're watching. We saw somebody, they sent us that they got a little antsy and printed a backpack before the event and put it on a different backpack, and it looked awesome. So they used one of these Hello Fourth Grade or one of those, and they shared with us before the event, and that was awesome. So thank you for sharing that. But yeah, okay, so we got our backpack. We've got our design. We've got our mouse pad, okay? Now this mouse pad we're going to use to help us raise the print area because, sorry guys, the mic. So we want to raise this print area so that we don't have the seams and the zippers under that heat platen, causing us some uneven pressure. We want to make sure that we have that even firm pressure all across the print area. So if you have your flat shirt heat press, all you have to do is open it up, okay? And then we're going to be laying it flat here, okay? But we still have some seams and some zippers that are still going to cause us some issues. So what we're going to do before you heat print it, take the mouse pad and we're going to create a little template, and we're going to cut this mouse pad down to size for us to use to be able to raise that print area. So the way I'm going to do that, I had a little mark. We'll use a crayon. Just make a little mark so that we can...
Did you put all of your markers in your pencil pouch?
I probably did, but that's okay. We can use crayons here. All right. All right, so then I'm going to just cut using scissors. These mouse pads actually cut rather nicely.
I will say too, those mouse pads are awesome because they're so cheap that if you get a print perfect pad or anything kind of expensive, it hurts to cut into it and make it smaller. And these mouse pads are so cheap. I think we have them for $3 on transferexpress.com, or you could buy a huge pack of them off Amazon, and they really, really come in handy for a wide variety of uses.
Oh yeah, we've got, this is what we do to our mouse pads. We cut them down to all these different sizes. You know, we buy, we get a few of them, cut them down. And then anytime we're looking for a mouse pad to raise up an area, we always go to our stash first to see which ones fit the design best and whatnot. So we always keep our little stash of mouse pads there. Yeah, because they are so inexpensive, they make the perfect little heat printing accessory. Okay. Are you able to use heat printing pillows in place of the mouse pads? So we don't recommend actually the pillows. The reason for that is because the pillows are soft and you need that firm, that medium to firm flat surface. The pillows just give you too much wiggle room, and we have seen a lot of application issues arise from people who use the pillows in place of a pad. So we would recommend using a pad or something like the interchangeable heat press platens that come with the Hotronix AutoClam and the Fusion. So the interchangeable platens make decorating items like bags and even hoodies and sweatshirts and legs and sleeves and koozies and shirt tags. All of these interchangeable platens make decorating some of these items that are really difficult just to lay flat. They make heat printing a lot easier. So if you aren't going to use a mouse pad or a print perfect pad, the next step up would be to use a interchangeable platen. And if you're not familiar with those, the bottom platen of this heat press pops out. I can show you that. I want to show you how to heat print that with the mouse pad though. But basically this bottom platen pops up just like so. And then the interchangeable platen goes in its place. And then you can take your item and lay it flat on the heat press like that. And now you're just have your heat printing area exposed. Okay, so there are different platens depending on the type of bag you're using or the type of shirt that you're using. They make getting around those obstructions very, very easy. So that's one way to do it. But many of you do not have the interchangeable platens. So let's show you how to do it with a mouse pad. Okay. So we have our mouse pad, okay? And we, as they go flying. And we have our backpack. So all you have to do is unzip that front cover, we found a nice backpack that opens up nice and wide. Something to look for if you are shopping for different types of backpacks. We look for something that opens up nice and wide and that gives us a nice flat surface. I'm going to place just this flap on the heat press like that, okay? You can take your mouse pad and slide that right underneath there. And maybe put the mouse pad in first, Stephanie. That might have helped. And then you are going to get your mouse pad. You're going to need to move it with your fingers a little bit and shimmy it around. It's the job of a heat printer, is trying to get it as flat as you can, however you can. Okay? So now I'm holding it from the bottom so that or if you guys don't have the caddy, just make sure that it's being held so that it doesn't fall off. Okay? All right, so I'm holding it from the bottom. And again, I'm going to pre-press. Oh, before I do that, I just wanted to mention that I do have the zipper here. I have it off the press a little bit just because it makes it a little easier. I just want to try to get as much off of the press as I can. And then the mouse pad underneath is doing the rest of the work, raising the print area above that zipper. So then we can go ahead and lock it down. However, now that I'm noticing, my pressure needs adjusted. So I need to loosen up on my pressure. Again, we want to be a medium to firm pressure, a 6 to an 8 on a Hotronics heat press. Okay. I want to be on a little bit of the lower end of the pressure for this, for the polyester, but we should be good. Okay. And then you have to do a little bit of a juggling act here. All right. So then you take your design, lay it down flat in the place that you want it, and then lock it down for 15 seconds. And just wait while that time goes. Hold the bag there so it doesn't fall to the ground. Okay. All righty. And then as soon as that heat press pops up, you can take your transfer paper, a nice smooth even motion, and then you've got your backpack. Yes? See? Perfect. Mouse pad helps so much. I've got Dave dancing back there. He's doing a little jig. He loves it. Yes. So how'd your guys' turn out? As long as you have that nice firm pressure, use that mouse pad to raise up that area. Make that little template. Always take the time to raise up that print area to make sure that your mouse pad fits your area, okay? And the reason why we do that, we want to make sure that it fits the area so that you are not getting some of maybe a heat press indentation mark at that lower 290 degrees. You should not have any scorching with the polyester bag. I did not have scorching with the bin. I'm going to, okay, everybody, I should have told you guys to warn me. As soon as I was done, we have to raise up our temperature on our heat press. So let's do that before we go any further. We can go back and chit chat about the bag. But before we go further, I want to get my heat press starting to warm up. So 360 degrees is the temperature for Goof Proof. Okay, so 360 degrees. Start getting that temperature raising. And then your time, you want to do a 4-second pre-press and then about a 4 or 5 second application time. Okay, so with the Hotronics, we need to clear out all of our mode settings. All righty, let me take a sip. Cheers, guys. Toast. Thanks, Dave. Thank you, everyone.
Just because we're behind the scenes doesn't mean we can't have fun too,
know,
right?
All right, Julie said, I put the mouse pad inside the pocket. It worked great. Awesome. Eric, I had to run. Okay, what temp to press? So we're going to be moving on to the Goof Proof. Raise up your temperature to 360 degrees. If you do not have a Hotronix, go 10 degrees higher and go at least 370. But all right, it is getting warm in here. That heat press is hot. Okay. 365, 4 to 6 seconds. We're doing a medium to firm pressure, 60 to 80 PSI or 6 to 8 with your Hotronix. Perfect. Okay, while that is going, I'm going to clean up my little workspace here. All righty. We have had a lot of teachers that have been wonderful as customers and sharing their ideas on how they use heat transfers in the school, how they have heat presses in the school. I wanted to give a shout out to all of the teachers out there. So if you are a teacher, thank you guys for sure for everything that you do. And I just wanted to give you guys a quick little shout out. We've had a lot of teachers who have been customers and use heat transfers a lot. Maybe just for spirit wear, maybe for just doing things for kids groups and something like that, all the way to having entrepreneurial programs through the school, giving back and teaching kids how to run a business, how to run a small business, and then giving back by decorating apparel for their school classes and their groups. So I definitely wanted to give a shout out to all of you teachers out there for everything that you do. Definitely teaching our children. So, all righty. We are going to move on. Where are we at? 312. So let's talk about the next apparel item that we are going to be decorating. This is the District Very Important tee. Those of you who have this kit with you, super, super soft, very, very lightweight. We love this style. And it's going to be a great addition if you guys haven't tried this style before. It is a 50-50. You can decorate this with the Goof Proof transfers like we are going to now. Light or dark fabrics, doesn't matter. And we are going to do something a little bit different. We've decorated t-shirts before on the front and everything, but I wanted to show you guys how to decorate on the sleeve. So I will show you just an easy little trick that we use to decorate on the sleeve. So you don't make it difficult on yourself and it looks great every time. So we've got our District Tee. Again, this one is available at Transfer Express Apparel, available to you on the website and in the EasyView Online Designer as in the mock-up. So you guys can create a design and then visualize what the design is going to look like on this District Very Important tee using the mock-up tool at in EasyView. Okay, so we've got that. Let Dave model the t-shirt. Don, yes, I like your thinking. Toast to all the teachers. Yes, Jacqueline, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay. All right, Pamela, I did it wrong because I have melting and it won't stick. What is melting? The bag is melting or the transfer? If the bag is melting, you might be too hot. So you want to be at that 290 degrees when you are decorating the bag with the UltraColor Pro. That's the only reason I can think that it might be melting is because the temperature is too hot. Okay. All right, great. I put some of the UltraColor Pro on some little tank tops. Awesome. All right. Yes, the bag is melting. Yeah, I would think that you're too hot then. Your heat press is running too hot. Because yeah, these bags at the 290 degrees, you shouldn't see scorching or melting of. I even pressed the zipper at one time and the zipper didn't melt on me either. So I'm thinking that you might be too hot. The directions 360. So there's two different instructions on there. UltraColor Pro, if you were going on to cotton or polyester, cotton or poly, you want it to be at 340 to 360. Cotton and cotton polyester can withstand that higher temperature, whereas fabrics like polyester, just 100% polyester, or even something like rayon or something like that is a temperature sensitive. So at that high of a temperature, yes, the melting can happen on the bag if you're at that high. So yes, that's for cotton and cotton poly, that higher temperature. 290 to 320 would be for the polyester. This time we are doing this District T long sleeve. We are going to take our Goof Proof screen printed transfers. Okay, you get 2 sheets of the Goof Proof and they are printed in white ink and gold. I think so, gold. Maize. Okay, so it's maize, sorry. Gold and maize are a little bit different from each other, but the white and the maize ink, so you guys will get a chance to try that. The Goof Proof transfers. The minimum order for Goof Proof transfers is 6 sheets. So when you order Goof Proof transfers, they're printed on the 11 1/4 by 14-inch gang sheet. There is a jumbo sheet size as well. But when you order the Goof Proof transfers, you want to order at least 6 sheets, and they're all going to be the same setup on the sheet. Okay. And as you can see with your sheet, you can fill it up with as many different designs on it using the same colors as you can to fit on the sheet. Now, Goof Proof screen printed transfers are spot color transfers. They're printed using individual colors as opposed to the full color transfers where we can do different shadings and fades and different color effects, photographic images. The Goof Proof transfers, on the other hand, are spot color. So more of like a coloring book kind of, you put your ink colors in the certain areas that you want in your design. Now, again, this is a 2-color design. And all of these designs here on the sheet, we call it a gang sheet. So you can take your gang sheet. It's got these nice little grid lines on the back here. And you'll want to grab your handy scissors. And you can use the grid lines to help you cut your transfer sheet. This long paper airplane design we're going to use on the sleeve. I'll decorate that on the sleeve. This design in the middle here. Cut that apart. This design in the middle gives you a fun back to school design. And we're going to put that on the front, I think. Again, you guys can get creative with any of these designs and put them where you want. And then you can cut all of the other designs apart. And then what's awesome about it, you don't have to use them right away. You can store them for future use. So you're not kind of running through a lot of inventory. You can press as they're ordered. Okay. All right. Is there a webinar for using the design software? Yes, we do have webinars. August 11th, thank you. So August 11th, you guys can, it'll be on our webinar page here after probably today. You'll see transferexpress.com/webinars, or you can find that on our help and education section of our website. And we will have a registration up for that for you soon. The webinars are free to attend. Dave is usually our host, so he will be there to walk you through all of that, to answer your questions August 11th, right? Okay.
I gotta say, I'm real excited for that one, Steph. Easy View is one of my favorite features at Transfer Express, and I'm gonna cover everything.
Yes.
If you're a beginner, you're gonna be ready to go.
Yes, perfect. So, yeah, on a lot of these different toasted transfers, we're mainly focused on decorating the items and learning how to decorate the items. It's always nice to go in and take Dave's webinar little classes and learn how to use Easy View even more in depth so that you guys can, you know, there's a lot of cool effects that you can do in Easy View, from adding patterns, like you guys saw the example of the tie-dye pattern. I think I already cut it off. The tie-dye pattern on the UltraColor Pro design. You can add that pattern into text in Easy View. So a lot of cool things that you can do. And Dave is the best teacher to show you how to do it, I guess. Yeah, for sure. All right. Any tips to stop the scorching? Yes. Make sure you're at that lower temperature. Make sure that your pressure isn't too high. You want to be at a medium to firm pressure, like I said, but more so on the medium side. You can make sure that your pad is cut to the area of your print. But yeah, it's mainly that temperature. So your temperature might be too high for the fabric that you're pressing. All right. Cool. Brenda said, I watched Dave's webinar last night about gang sheets. He does do great webinars. I agree.
Well, thank you. I do appreciate that. And all of our webinars, just like this Toasted Transfers, will end up over on our YouTube channel. So just make sure you go over to YouTube, just search Transfer Express, and be sure you're subscribed on over there.
Great. Okay. So 360, 370 if you don't have a Hotronics. Okay, so we've got our District T. Let's decorate the front of it. Very, very easy to do. All you're going to do is going to lay down your shirt. You can do it like this, where you have your collar in the back and this on the front. You can have the 2 layers of shirt on the press. That's no problem. This is the way I press things all the time. Or you can open up the shirt, just a couple different ways. Open up the shirt and thread it on the platen like this. So a few different ways that you can do it. There's no right or wrong with this style of shirt. We're not working around really any obstructions. One tip I will say, though, is to make sure that your collar, I see some people pressing with their collar just flat on the heat press like that, and then just clamping down on it. I don't recommend doing that. I recommend pushing that collar back just so it's right off of the platen. And then what I do is I just follow the shirt down, and I want an equal amount of fabric on each side. So that's how I do my laying of the shirt down on the press. The next tool I want you guys to grab, if you guys saw this in your kit, this is an alignment tool, and this is going to help you find that perfect placement of where your center of your design is going to be. So all we need to do, actually, let me pre-press first. Stop what we're doing. Stop the presses. Stop the presses. Let's pre-press. Let's pre-press our fabric before we lay this down. Okay, so just a couple seconds. Wrinkles out, get it nice and flat. Okay, then we can grab our handy dandy application tool, and we can do an alignment to make sure that we have our shirt and our design in the right spot. So all I have to do is I'm going to put this center in the center of the shirt collar right there. Okay, then I'm going to grab my Goof Proof transfer over here. Okay, sorry guys. All right, I'm going to grab my Goof Proof transfer. I'm going to do a little crease and fold it just to find my exact center. I'm just giving it a little bit of a crease right here. And then I'm going to use that crease. I'm going to use that crease to line that up with the center. that is going to give you the exact placement for your design. So now you have your center, and it's the right distance from the collar to the design, okay? When you have your design on your shirt, you want to make sure that it's close up to the top. If you have a lot of paper up here, you know, your design is going to be where it starts down there. You want to make sure that you're using this center and this edge of where your design is, okay? So I've got it a little inch there. So I'm going to move it up just slightly. So I'll line that up with the top of the design. Okay, not necessarily the transfer paper. Okay, so once we have that, we just remove the application ruler from the back. You don't want to heat print the application ruler, okay? All right, so then once that's done, all you have to do is lock down. 4 to 6 seconds, very fast. Once it pops up, hot peel. And that is beautiful. Bright colors, perfect placement. Well, let's see. I use the application ruler. Yes? Cool. So this gives you an awesome shirt, back to school shirt. Okay? Now, we can go straight from there and we can decorate the sleeve. This is ready to wear, basically, you know, ready to wear. But let's decorate the sleeve. So my tip for you for the sleeve is we are going to use this natural seam. When you lay that shirt flat, it creates just a natural seam on it. So I'm assuming you guys don't have the leg and sleeve platen for your heat press. They do have one of those to an interchangeable platen to make legs and sleeves way easier, but we don't need to do that. We can lay this down flat on our heat press. So all I'm going to do, we're going to pick the side. You guys can do whichever side you want and plan this out before you get started, but take a look at your design and you want to see where you want to place your design on which sleeve. So you can either have it on the left sleeve with the little paper airplane coming up straight. We can go this side where it's going this way. So a lot of different ways that you can do it. I'm going to put it on the left-hand sleeve. All right. Now I have a quick slip on there. I may want to remove the quick slip before I do the sleeve so that we can make this work. Just like we did the bags, right? Okay, so all we have to do is lay that down flat. Very, very easy, okay? So we're just using that natural seam, laying it down flat. Okay. Lock down for a few seconds to pre-press. Okay. Then you can go ahead and grab your paper airplane. We have this one in just the white ink. We can flip that over and we're going to get that design as close to the seam without going over, right? As close to the seam without going over. And I'll show you how that looks. Lock that down. Once that's up, so I can show you guys, there we go, peel. Peel it hot, smooth like butter. And you've got your sleeve and your front design. Sorry for the microphone. Sorry, audio people. Okay, so now you've got your sleeve. All right, very, very easy to do. Just line that up as close to the seam as possible. And then once it's on a body, once it's worn, it is perfect. Let's see. All of my transfers are going into Ziploc bags. Yes, okay. How are we doing, guys? How did it turn out? I need some confirmations from you guys. Make sure things are good. All right? Hopefully everybody's went as smooth as mine did. Nice, easy peel. Goof Proof, it's just the easiest transfer. And it gives you that quality screen printed, durable. It's going to last the life of the garment finish. It is screen printed. It's plastisol ink, but it only took you 4 seconds on your heat press for the front, 4 seconds on the back or on the sleeve. And then you can go crazy. You can go nuts with it. Add it on the back. You can add something on the back. You can add a shirt tag right there, like many of our customers are doing now. They are custom branding their shirts with shirt tags. So there's a lot of different things, a lot of different placements that you guys can do with your heat press and the Goof Proof transfers. Yes, okay. Let's see, guys. Everything turned out perfect. Good job, Julie. That's awesome. Love how the Goof Proof feels and looks for sure. Like we said, this is a soft shirt. And with this design, especially because of a lot of the open areas in the ink, and Goof Proof itself is not that heavy of a transfer. It's just the plastisol ink and that adhesive powder that just makes things go in so easy, so smooth, and then amazing opacity too. That maize is still nice and bright. The white is still nice and bright. And you guys can wear these, again, the life of the garment. They get tested to make sure that they meet the industry standard of the life of the garment, which is basically, in those terms, 52 or 50 plus wash dry cycles. We know from personal experience that these last much longer than that, but we do know that they still give you that quality, that durability, just like regular screen printing. You just did it with your heat press. So, all right. My ink ended up on my heat platen. How do you get it off? Debbie, I've been there. I've been there a few times. Don't worry, it's okay. All right, so turn down your heat press a little bit. Sorry, there we go. Turn down your heat press a little bit. And then if you do have a Hotronics, or most of the, a lot of heat presses will have like a non-stick coating on it. You should see Dave right now. Would you like to demonstrate? So all you really need to do, turn down your heat press a little bit, just so it's like lukewarm. And then you can just grab an old t-shirt, a sample t-shirt, some cloth, some very, very soft, like t-shirt cloth, nothing abrasive. And then you're just gonna wipe off your heat platen. If you have a lot of ink on there, it might take a couple shirts, a couple rags, and it is a little messy. But for the most part, you should just be able to wipe that clean. A non-abrasive cleaner, sometimes a Gojo, or they do sell an iron cleaner, you know, like a home iron cleaner, just basic, just a mild soap and water will do the trick too. So most of them do have that non-stick coating on there. So yeah, don't worry, I've done it before. Dave's done it before. Heather, have you done it before? Yeah, I think we've all been there. I think it's the like initiation.
And the real funny thing is I think every single one of us have done it to that exact press behind you.
Yeah. And
it still looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Like you can't even tell.
Yeah, it wipes off nice and clean, and yeah. It's kind of a new heat printer's initiation when they first start. It's like, oh, I put it upside down. Yeah. That sounds about right. Also belly prints. Those are a common thing when you're decorating. First decorating too is to put your design too far down, which is why this thing comes in handy, especially if you have somebody new, somebody even helping you out, saying like, hey, I can get in there and heat print. If you need me to help you print these like 600 shirts or something like that, you can just hand over this alignment ruler, and then you could just set them up and just say, hey, just put it right under there, stick it in the center, wherever your rules are for application there, whether you're doing a left chest or a center or something like that. But this makes it so much easier, especially when you're getting some outside help to help heat print. I also like to use it as just a check for myself. As you heat print a lot, you're like, okay, I don't need this anymore. You know, I know where to put it. It's always a good idea just every once in a while to grab it back out, make sure you're still in that right spot. Yeah, because you don't want too many belly prints going out. All right, I want to do one for my 6-year-old son. Let's see, what temp and seconds to put. I put cool in school. Oh, this one. Okay, this is the Goof Proof 60/40 poly. Just like we did with this one. I did it at the 360 degrees for the 5 seconds, medium to firm pressure. So on the Goof Proof, on your instruction sheet, it's the Goof Proof instructions there. Okay. Very cool.
Yeah, and Rambo, that the one that we pressed here in the kit was actually a 50/50. So you only have that 10% more or 10% more polyester content on that. And so that 365 should work absolutely fine.
Yeah. If it was going up into more polyester or 100% polyester, I might suggest to come down a little bit on that temperature. But yeah, for the 60/40, you should be just fine at that 360, those instructions that you see there on the Goof Proof. All right. All right, what temp? 100% cotton. Again, Jacob, that 360 to 370 for the Goof Proof. Application instructions for all of our products are on our website as well. So these are just pretty much the basic instructions for your application. For more information, for more detailed instructions, we have that available on our website as well. Okay, so really it's for Goof Proof, you can apply it to cotton poly blends at that 360 to 370 degrees. Okay. All right, how are we doing on questions?
I saw one in the Q&A, which we can't click over on your screen, Steph, but we had a question from Ruth. Do you sell the t-shirt measuring tool?
Yes. Yes, we do. I'm sure Dave will show you behind the scenes of where that goes, but you are going to find this on transferexpress.com. It is in the heat printing kit that we have available for you, and it is available for purchase a la carte. But yes, those are available for you on transferexpress.com, and we can share the link in the chat. I'm sure Mike will be on that. Okay. All right. Love this shirt. What is the product number and the shirt color called? Okay. On your, let's see if it's on here. Did we add it? No. All right. We'll get you the shirt style and the color so that you know. I don't see it on here.
I got it right here for you,
Perfect.
Steph. It's the District Very Important Tee. It's the DT 6200, and I have the colorway pulled up right there. You can see that pricing for the wholesale right there on transferexpress.com.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. I think we decorated everything we need to decorate. We've got a ton of extra transfers that you guys have in your kit. Be creative, apply them to some sample things that you might have around the house, or if you guys are wanting to just practice and have them as some extra samples around. They make perfect little samples and test samples too. But for me, I would make a gift for a teacher, make it for a kid you know, if you have your own kids, grandkids, neighbor, but I'm sure that you guys can utilize these extra transfers that we have for you. For anybody that may have had like a little mess up or something like that, you do have those extra transfers, and you can go ahead and grab, you know, any one of your shirts at home or in your shop and go ahead and print a new one. But all right. Will the Grade Gang sheets be available for purchase? I don't know if we have those in the layouts, but Where are they? Here we are. These ones. These ones are using just one of our layouts that we have in Easy View, and they're super easy to customize. So even if we don't have this exact sheet set up already loaded in there for you, all you have to do is grab that layout number that we have here. I think in here. No, maybe not. Maybe not. We'll get you the number. Don't worry. All you have to do is grab the number and then just customize the text how you need it. And you can even change the colors of the rainbow to whatever colors you want. So I don't know. I don't think that we had it in there the last time I had checked. But if you need it before we are able to load it in there, or if we're not able to, you can just grab the layout and customize it. All right. All right, guys. Any other questions? And if we don't get to everybody's questions, don't worry. We will definitely keep in touch. We will reach out. We will be definitely doing another Toast to Transfers in a couple months. And I don't know. I don't think that we have a theme yet. But if you guys have any specific themes, specific items, shirts, hoodies, whatever you would like to learn about, please hit us up. Let us know. We want to do things that are either using our new products, using items that are teaching you something, how to heat print, how to get around the obstructions, learning which type of transfers to use when, all of that. So whatever you guys are interested in learning, please let us know. We are always wanting to make sure that we're putting out that content and that education that you guys want to see. So definitely let us know on that. Hoodies, yes. Sleeves, hoodies, yes. Okay. Do y'all do hats? Yes, you can heat print on hats too. You do want a hat press though. A cap press is curved as opposed to the flat shirt press. So for doing hats, you want the curve press, but you can heat print caps as well. All right, Earl, thank you so much. Thank you to your entire team. This will keep your business thriving. Thank you so much. Glad you guys are having a great time. Now you guys can kick back and relax. Hopefully you guys still have your beverage in hand, and you guys can enjoy the rest of your evening knowing now that you have completed in under an hour, because we chit chat a lot. You just created a custom backpack, a pencil case, and a long sleeve shirt with a sleeve print. Wait, there we go. Thank you. With a sleeve print in like an hour. Yeah, that's so cool. So back to school is right upon us. You really want to make sure that you guys are getting out there and selling for all of the groups, all of the events, all of the spirit wear and sports and clubs, and all of that's available to you for decorating for your local schools, whether it's elementary school all the way up to college and vocational schools and all of that. So much to learn, so much to heat print for. You guys were a blast to hang out with tonight. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, keep it rolling. Find us on Facebook, on Instagram, also over on our YouTube channel. Tons of videos that we put out every single week showing you guys how to heat print. A new video was just put out a few days ago showing our favorite apparel t-shirt styles to heat print on, our top 5, I think it was, to press. So go ahead and check out those. We'll show you everything about them. But yeah, go subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's so much more education out there for you. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me tonight. I am Stephanie. Another Toast to Transfers to you. Thank you guys for joining me. Happy pressing.